Mary just got home from work. She saw leftover food on the table untouched for over a day. She was about to scold her husband John, then remembered John yelled yesterday saying he'd never do chores again. Mary shrugged it off thinking she'd clean up herself, but she never did chores before. Next second a broken bowl cut her hand. John walked in right at that moment. She wanted comfort from him. John ignored her and went straight into the room. Mary realized he was really mad. That night she swallowed her pride and tried to make up. John just stood up and left without a word. Mary decided to stop giving in. She wanted to see how long John could stay stubborn. Little did she know John would never forgive her. John was actually a reborn man. In his past life he loved Mary since school, but Mary only had eyes for her first love James. After college James went abroad. Mary waited years but only got a breakup letter. Heartbroken she decided to marry anyone. John thought his honesty could win her heart, but he spent his life outside her heart. In old age Mary and her son cruelly dumped him in a nursing home. Abused daily he died in despair. Now reborn John vowed to cut this toxic tie. He brought 2 divorce papers to James immediately. He decided to step back and give the family to him. James would take the papers home for Mary to sign. From then on Mary and the kids were his. No one knew what James did exactly. That night John got home. He saw the divorce papers signed by Mary on the table. He put them away, planning to file for divorce first thing tomorrow. Just then his 2 sons ran over, questioning why the table was such a mess. John said he'd never do chores again, or help them with anything. The kids threatened him instead, saying if he stays lazy, Mom might leave him, and James would become their new dad. They warned him not to regret it. Then they ran to the dining room smashing stuff. Mary watched silently. She blamed John for not doing his husband duties, then left without looking back. Nothing Mary said could change John's mind. Next morning he filed the divorce papers. A week later he'd have the certificate and be free. That night Mary got home and saw the food on the table. She realized John really wasn't doing any chores. Not just that, for days he ignored everything at home. The kids' grades dropped fast. They even got sick from bad food. Mary finally snapped. She yelled at John for not doing chores and failing the kids. The kids threatened again, saying James should be their dad. John tried to explain they'd already signed the divorce papers. Then James suddenly showed up. He claimed his watch was missing, said he'd searched everywhere but couldn't find it. The only place left was John's room. Hearing this, the kids excitedly dragged her into the room, but all of it was James' plan. He secretly put the watch in John's closet, then acted surprised and pulled it out in front of everyone. The kids immediately thought John was the thief and shoved him down. James then stepped back to let Mary not blame John, said the watch was found anyway, and he trusted John didn't do it. This tactic worked perfectly. Mary decided John needed a lesson. She used her connections to lock John in the office storage, told everyone not to give him food. John went 3 days and nights with no food or water. 3 days later Mary came to the storage, but didn't check on John. She asked if he realized his mistake. John had no choice but to nod. Seeing him admit fault, Mary let him out. Before getting out of the car she warned him not to do useless things again, told him just be a good husband and dad. No one would affect his place. John numbly said he understood. Then he went straight to the civil affairs office for the divorce, then headed to the station, leaving this heartbreaking place behind.